Yeah. All I need is my team. Okay. Couple bitches in the Yeah. It's your boy Gully. You're now in tune to Room 1231, dopest podcast brought to you by LSO ENT. And today I got a special guest with me. Today I got a young entrepreneur, brander. Um, what do they call it? Content creator, and she go by the name of Ari. So I just want you to introduce yourself and let the people know, what exactly that you do, kind of content you create, and things of that nature. How you got into it.
I'm Ari. I'm 23 years old. I'm from PA. So like being a content creator pretty much means like charging people to view like my content. I pretty much do like solo content, so it's content all by myself. Um, and yeah, it's pretty great.
So to be more specific, you do OnlyFans content. Now I don't
Yes.
know if that's the only thing you do, but that's some of the things I've seen you do via Twitter and things of that nature. So you do OnlyFans content, solo content. You say you're 23 years old. You came from Pennsylvania. So I want to ask, how did you get into it? What made you get into it? Is this something that you just like, creating that type of content, or is it something like more of a business move for you?
Yeah, okay. So it was more of a business move. I got into it because I had a vehicle and I needed a new car. And I had overheard somebody having a conversation about OnlyFans, and at this time, like I didn't know what it was. So once I got more details on it, I thought about it, and then so I signed up, and pretty much with the intent of like getting a new car and like just letting that be that. It wasn't supposed to go any further than that. Um, so once I got on, it takes like 2 days to verify. So I had 2 days to think about like if this is something that I really wanted to do. So I decided that it was September 16th of 2020. I created my account in October 16th of 2020. I signed a lease to a new car. So yeah, it definitely got me to my goal. I will say it started off as like a business move. It still is business with me. Personally, I don't like it. Like, I don't like having to do it. I feel like it's more of an obligation once you get so high up in the content creating field. Like, it becomes an obligation, like an actual job. So I'll say I don't personally like it. Like, sometimes it gets on my nerves. Um, yeah, the main thing that like I like about it is like the attention, the connections that I get to make, the money that I make, the opportunities that come out of it. So yeah, those are just like some things about it.
So that's dope because I never thought about the opportunities that may come out of it. What kind of opportunities were you able to get fan base?
Well, so far, I feel like is the more you go up in the content creator world, the more opportunities that come. So right now, where I'm at, I've been offered, flights to different states and places that I've never been. Um, I'm getting offered to do club hostings, like in my city and stuff like that. Also stuff like this, like getting on podcasts and things like that, all come with that. So with traveling and then also doing events or hosting events, I'm able to make new creations. I mean, new connections with people, network with new people. That's something that I've always enjoyed. So it's really good. I do enjoy the marketing aspect of it as well. I like to promote. I like to pick certain content with certain captions that like I know would grab somebody's attention. Like I'm pretty good at what I do.
Okay, so it sounds like you really like the marketing aspect of the content creation portion of it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's dope. See, I never really thought a bit about that because it does make you a marketer. And I saw you on Twitter, and I rapidly see you grow. And I don't know what you do. I know I sometimes see you on like different posts and threads, and because Twitter's wild. Like you don't
Yeah,
even.
that's like it's like promo. So sometimes the bigger pages will ask you to do promo. Um So like they'll have you send like a thread or a picture or a video. So they'll ask you to do those things. And then other times you'll pay for promo, just to get your page out there more. The bigger pages more so always have more followers than the content creator. So it gives it a chance for like everybody to see. Twitter is a very public platform. It is the only public platform that allows content creators to really be themselves and to be able to indulge in those type of like like not like necessarily activities, but it gives you the opportunity to like reach out to those people you wouldn't normally be able to reach out to.
Okay, so it's easy to connect with people that you typically wouldn't be able to connect with on other platforms.
Right. Yes.
All right, so going back to the beginning, I know you said you did it for a car, and you obviously got the car money within a month, so it was very lucrative for you. Is I see a lot of people. I feel like in 2020, that was around coronavirus type wave.
Mhm.
All right, so I think like that shit was really big, and I think when it first came out, a lot of people felt. I seen a lot of women like back in the day, because I'm pretty much way older than you, not way older, but I'm old enough. And back in the day, when someone was making that type of content, people be like, "Oh, that person's a slut, that person's a hoe," whatever. Now it seems like it's accepted by the public, and everybody got some OnlyFans, and I feel like
Right.
everybody thought they was going to be able to make a buck, and I don't think everybody could make a buck off of OnlyFans. I think some people can make it, and others can't, and it really just depends on the content you're creating and how effective you are with the marketing of the content, right?
Right.
So, with you saying that you went out there, just like you tried it, how did that make you feel? Were you nervous? Were you like, yo, people going to see me that I know, like,
Um. So my whole thing with that, and even still to this day, I was nervous at first, but like I think because I knew what could come out of it, it was more so on some like bucket shit. I am single. I don't have any kids, so it's like I really didn't have anything to lose. As far as like people seeing me, I was nervous, and then I had to realize very early on that promo is promo regardless of whether it's bad or good. So I didn't really care what anybody had to say. Nobody pays my bills other than me. Um, and yeah, there's always a method to the madness. Like I just feel like that's so true for anything. Like you're never gonna know why somebody's doing what they're doing. They're just doing it, and you have the option to either accept that or not accept that. Um, so now, as far as like people seeing me, like as far as family goes, pretty much block them from seeing everything, create aliases and things like that. And that's probably the reason why I don't want to do porn because it's too accessible. And even though Twitter and OnlyFans is accessible as well, porn is more so of a like if somebody just wanted to type it up, they could and just see it like for free and everything else. So that's pretty much how I feel about that.
so it sounds like based on our conversation, this doesn't seem like a long term thing for you. You don't have any intentions of being a porn the world. It sounds like you're going to pivot out and do more so just build your brand itself, whether
Yes.
that's some sort of entertainment or marketing or some type of business. That's pretty dope. I'm not mad at that because I think that you have to go in there with a goal. I know people that strip and things of that nature. Because I used to live in Pennsylvania as well, to be honest with you. But I live in Georgia now. But I know people that like strip and do OnlyFans, and you know, I don't. I would talk to this one chick I was cool with, and I would say, give her marketing things like, yo, you should do this, you should do that, and stuff like that. And I see like people make money, and then they'll just blow the money. They don't.
Right.
There's no end goal. You feel me? And so I seen people go from, hey, my OnlyFans is 20.99, and then every other week they got a flash sale, like, hey, it's going up
Right.
5.99. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Right.
that I don't I don't think it's a long term goal for most people, and it's good to see that you got other ideas. So this is now your full time hustle, or do you still do something like in the regular 9 to 5 work field?
Yeah, I still have a 9 to 5. There has been times where it has been my only income. And I've made it work. But I still like to have a job just because it's consistent, it's guaranteed money. If you're not consistent in content creation or doing OnlyFans, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're not consistent in it, you're not ever going to be great at it. Like, you can't get anything out of non consistency. So, like, um, I'm pretty much saying that to say, like, a job is a little bit more easier to commit to versus, you know, having to do OnlyFans because it is a lot of work. It's more behind the scenes than meets the eye. So
Yeah, I agree with you because I've done music. I've done music for years. There's a lot of money. A lot of people will go, or people that were fans of mine will be like, "Well, why aren't you blow up? Why aren't you so successful yet?" And it's like, it's not what you think it is. It's like more to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Um,
right.
Networking and connections. So you say you do a lot of solo content, and I've seen you on the internet and some of the things you post on the internet. And we don't even got to discuss anything that you post on the internet, to be honest with you. But um, I know you said people are flying you out. When people are trying to fly you out and things of that nature, are they people like thirsty niggas that's trying to really shoot some content and fuck, or are they like people trying to do some real legitimate business? Because I feel like when it comes to like the freaky game, there's a lot of people that just really just on some. I'm trying to finesse my way in.
Right. With that, pretty much you have to live and learn. I think that there has been maybe a couple experiences where it was just on some bullshit. But to be honest with you, I don't just collab with anybody. You have to have certain credentials. Anybody that I would have intercourse with that has to do with money or anything like that, it would be more so just that. Like, we don't record anything or anything like that because I just don't want that for my brand. Um, the entire 2 years that I've been doing this, I've only actually had a real collab with one person. And if you check like his page and stuff, like it's giving that, and that's just what I want for myself. Good quality and good content. Period. Other than that, I'll be solo. Um, so yeah, I think you really have to be careful. And I don't let thirsty niggas fly me out. Like, if you're overly anything, like anything could be a red flag, and you have to be very careful, especially females who are flying out knowing that they don't have any money. You could end up in a very dangerous situation versus if you would have made that nigga pay for a round trip and you went down there with a couple dollars, you really could do whatever the fuck it is you wanted to do.
Yeah.
As far as the business aspect, when I do fly out with people, like as far as content creating goes, then that'll be like pretty much what it's focused on. Like, it's not going to be anything more than that except for business.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's one thing about women. You guys seem to be when it comes to business, it's like you real focused and business minded. You're not here to fuck around. You came to get the money and that's it. Um,
Right.
so where do you see your brand? Like what like once you're done with this, I don't know how long you plan on doing this. Once you're done with this, where do you see taking your brand? Like, are you gonna like wipe this internet of all your content so niggas can't find none of it, and you just gonna rebrand yourself?
Um, I'm not sure yet. I'm still pretty young, so like I really don't know what the hell I'm doing yet with my life. So, I'm not sure. Probably more than likely gonna rebrand. I feel like I'm not gonna have kids anytime soon, but when that time comes, like that's not the kind of image that I want to have like as a mother around my kids. But I mean, who knows? Like, it can really turn into something that like pays. So like we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know.
So I know you said it can turn into something that pays. So it makes me wonder. I know you met your goal. You got your car right. So from there, was it a increase and then they come down? Is it going up in terms of again, you don't gotta tell me how much money you make. I don't really care, but I'm just trying to get an idea for people that may be interested in doing it or interested in
Mhm.
the business. Is it a steady thing or is it something that I know it's probably up and down, but
Yeah,
overall?
it's definitely overall. I'll say I made good money
Okay.
overall because I wouldn't have continued it if it didn't benefit in that way or in the way that I would like it to. Um, I will say for people wanting to try it, like you said, it's definitely up and down, especially once COVID was over and like at this point everybody and their mom has a fucking OnlyFans. It's like it definitely died down. I would say that because it's like okay, you'll have your set audience or whatever, but like so many people are doing it that like there's only but so many people to spare, you know what I mean? Especially with these celebrities doing it and stuff like that, which I think is dumb. But yeah, other than that, I would say like it's really based on consistency. And everybody has a different audience, so you pretty much do what works for you, what works for them, like or what the type of content that they like to see. Um I would just say consistency is key, literally.
Now I know you said the you think celebrities are doing is dumb, but you know what? I'm gonna say I beg to differ. Right? This is why, because a lot of times these celebrities are not on OnlyFans butt ass naked most of the time. It's like PG-13 type of shit.
Right, exactly, which makes it even more dumb, in my opinion.
Well, it's a quick bag. You know why? Because they understand that they already have an established brand. And since they already have an established brand, they know there's a lot of people that's like, damn, I wish I can see Beyonce
Right.
naked.
Okay. So all the facts that you're speaking are just facts from their point of view. Like
Hmm.
it only benefits them. And
Hmm.
let me tell you why I think it's dumb because like damn, I just feel like we're already like normal people are already beneath you. There's no reason for you to get on OnlyFans and pretty much take away because that's what I feel like it is. At the end of the day, you're being fucking greedy. You already have stuff. Like you have it all. So it's just like why do that? I mean like I get it, but like I get why they do it. It is great marketing. It is easy money. It's great. It's a win-win, but it's really not. Like not for creators. I just don't feel like famous people should be allowed to have OnlyFans. And especially because it is PG-13. Like you have people coming to you paying for you who could be coming to fuck to me and you're not even showing anything. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that
No,
I just think it's greedy, honestly.
I understand what you're saying. I understand your point of view. Your point of view is like, hey man, you already got the bag. We now got to go extra hard. And some people out there, they're doing crazy ass content.
People are doing crazy ass
Mhm.
content, and yeah, that's another thing. I can't bring myself to do too much, and it's like no matter what I'm doing, there's always going to be a next bitch doing something else. Because like I have boundaries. I have things that I will and will not do. And so with that being said, it's like yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I'm not pressed to like turn into a whole new person over it. If you know what I mean.
No, no, I understand what you're saying. I like just from the beginning of the conversation, I could already tell for you, you're like, this is business. This ain't me. I'm just doing this, trying to level up to the next level to get to wherever I'm trying to get to.
Right. I'm just using what I have to my advantage.
No, I understand. And honestly, whether that's that or that's fucking rapping, I think that these couple of years have been the way for females. Like y'all have an opportunity to capitalize on many things, and it doesn't have to be OnlyFans, of course. Like I said, it can be rapping. There's a lot of female rappers that's really booming right now, and got
Mm-hmm.
the ear of the people. So I think it is a lane that you guys should capitalize on, just as far as entertainment. You look at TikTok and stuff like that. Most of the people on TikTok, every time I go on TikTok, women be working out, and all the video camera footage is on the ass. Like this is ass shots. It's really not no workout. It's just showing you that ass while they work out. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, and I think you do got a TikTok. Have you ever or do you not cross like platforms with? I know you can't do certain thing on TikTok, but have you considered like expanding your brand on TikTok and trying to convert some of those people that may be on Twitter to just fuck with you outside of the content that you're making, just your brand itself?
I've attempted. So, I don't really do TikToks because I don't like dancing or like doing anything really except for looking pretty. Like I really wouldn't know what to give TikTok. But recently I have made a couple TikToks and I've noticed that like I can do different things like um little day vlogs, like if I go out to eat or I go on vacation, I can do stuff like that. I can do a photo dump. Like they love pretty girls. So like I can do that. So like um I've been testing the waters on TikTok a little bit. I haven't moved anybody from my Twitter to my TikTok just because um once again TikTok doesn't allow certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wouldn't want anybody on TikTok knowing because people are so evil that like it's like okay, on one hand I could have a lot of supporters and then on the other hand like there could be that one person who would report my page or anything like that and I don't need that. So like I tread lightly on TikTok.
No, I definitely understand that. I was just thinking about the pivoting your overall brand because honestly, I think that you're obvious. And again, I don't know anything about your followers on Instagram, Twitter. I just saw the jump in your following, but I think that your ability to market and grow a following, especially, it seems like a short period of time, but I know you've been doing it for since 2020, right?
Hmm.
So it's been about 2 years plus. So I know it's not an easy thing, but your ability to grow, I think that, maybe people like your content, but maybe people just like you. And I think the main
Right.
thing that people that's going to sell someone is your attractive individual. So people are looking at you and they're like, "Oh yeah, she looks great. Let me go look at her content." And I think that with you looking great and liking to look beautiful and stuff like that, you can probably eventually pivot and sell your image without anything extra. Just your brand will
Right.
be based on your image, like a lot of these other celebrities. But they have the alley oop because a lot of them link up with other rappers and shit, and that this pivots them to the top. So it's a little bit different. But I think that you can probably pivot your brand and sell your just your personality and your image overall.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely thought about that. I can definitely see myself being very successful outside of this. I just don't know like what's going on right now. Once again, I'm 23, so like I don't really know. I'm just kind of here, and yeah, I guess I'll just see where life takes me in that aspect.
Understandable. And so you say you got offers to host. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, I've done that. I'm done doing it. I've done that since pretty much since like I started. Just different clubs and shit like that in the city that I'm in. So yeah, they're cool, but like it's just not the same. Like I want to be out of town doing it. Like you know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, I mean, your brand will eventually expand and shit like that. I just think if like you said, you're consistent with the things you do, and you seem pretty consistent. You're tweeting.
Oh, I'm not consistent. I'm cracking. Oh, I'm not consistent. I feel like the jump in my following and the marketing part honestly just came from like I've always marketed my OnlyFans on my Facebook and my Instagram.
Hmm.
So there, and then I used to have a Snapchat account. I don't anymore. So there as well. But anyway, I'm definitely not consistent. I just started getting consistent, and I think that that's what's making it finally hit now is that because like yeah, I was 21 when I made it, and like I'm 23 now, so yeah, I'm definitely not consistent. After I got my car, like I just started thinking I was hot shit, and I just I would do it for a couple months, not do it for a couple months, and just like do it whatever. I really honestly started taking it serious, like Twitter and my OnlyFans and my brand, like just the whole overall thing. Probably like last year, that I realized like okay, like I could do something with it. And so, yeah, because I still feel like I don't post that much, but like recently I've been posting a lot, and it's helping.
I
So yeah,
I understand. So, and is part of not being consistent, is that partly because you really don't have a passion for the content you're
yeah,
creating?
it's like I really don't want to. I really don't want to do it. Like I don't be feeling like it. So it's like if I don't, then I won't, and like I feel like that's also a reason why I still have a job because yeah,
Okay, so it sounds like well, I don't want to say it sounds like you're young, and I probably think I know what your response is going to be, but I still want to ask. So where do you see yourself? What is your passion? Like, what do you want to do? What do you like to do?
Like my overall goal would be to like, well, I guess this is more short term than long because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing when I like turn like 30 or something. But like, pretty much just want to be like an influencer and just like chill for real. Like I don't want to work. I just want to like go to the gym, eat new food, like pretty much live the life that like I watch on the internet. So like that's what I see for myself. A walk-in closet. Yeah, just pretty much living my best life. That's what I see for myself overall. And like, yeah,
And
of
honestly,
course making money. I'm just not sure doing what, but yeah, we'll have to see.
so it still sounds like it goes back to just selling you as a brand as a whole. Whether
Yeah,
that's going to the gym and recording it so people can see it, just selling your brand and making it into a permanent lifestyle.
right.
So would you see yourself doing what everybody's doing right now and getting like surgery to enhance your
Oh,
brand?
BBL.
BBL, what niggas is getting abs, BBL, whatever.
Um, no, I would not get a BBL, but I might get like something done on my face.
What's wrong with your face?
Nothing. Probably like get my nose done, but like other than that, no. I'm not gonna get a BBL. No. And
Okay.
my whole thing with the BBL is because, like, yeah, it looks good and it's like it's what everybody wants. But my whole thing with that is like some of y'all don't even be trying the gym.
Hell no.
And another thing is I don't want to look like everybody else. Like it's becoming way too accessible, and it's like everybody has one or can get access to one, and it's just like everybody just looks the same. Like all the women just look the same.
I know. I
And
100%
it's
agree.
becoming worse and worse. Like people are just keep getting BBLs. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah, you know what I think it is, and I say this all the time. We like in this day and age. I think men and women, we in our at least in the black community, um, they think this is a life is an episode of Love and Hip Hop, and everybody
Hmm.
thinks that they're celebrities now. Like the average person really think they're like a celebrity now. So that's why everybody got the BBLs. They all dress the same. They
Yeah, that's true.
you know what I mean? It's just this is another day in the life of Love and Hip Hop, but it's in the real world now. And and that's good. That's good that you don't want to do that. Honestly, I you can do whatever you want with yourself. I don't think you need any type of nose surgery. Honestly, in my opinion, you know, you don't want to look like Little Kim or fucking
No, I
Madonna
don't want to look like her.
in 20 years, yo. I'm telling you,
What
because
is wrong?
people that get surgery, they always say, "I'm only gonna get one surgery," and then they become addicted to this shit. I know someone that got a BBL, and it was like, "Yeah, I got a BBL," and they're like, "Yeah, but you know, now I want to go get this done."
All
I'm
right,
like,
what about like a skinny BBL?
what's a skinny BBL?
Like they only do a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I just know that there is one. That's an option. A
Oh,
skinny BBL.
I'm at to Google that one. So that one
So
probably
like it's a little less than a regular BBL, I guess.
so it looks a little more natural.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just seen someone just showed me a picture of SZA, and they SZA had the cakes on her, so but she got super thick, so you know she might got a BBL too, but it looks like a little more natural fitting to her body. I mean, I don't care what anybody does. If you want to go do whatever you
I
want to
just
do,
I don't like that shit. I just think it's tacky at this point. Honestly, I'm gonna be the first to say it. I think getting a BBL at this point is tacky. It's tacky. Like you just didn't even attempt to work on yourself, and neither here nor there. Why can't you just be happy in your own body? It's like I understand people have different insecurities because I'm very confident. Like I don't. So yeah. Sorry, I just had like a mini rant because like that should be pissing me off for real.
no, I truly understand. I
I
agree
just
with you.
feel they're dumb, and most girls don't get them for them. They get them because of guys, and like that's the wrong reason to do it.
You know, and even though we're just like just getting off the subject matter, that's completely fine because I will say this. I agree. A lot of these people get, in my opinion, get BBLs and they get their body done and they look a certain way and then when people get in their inbox and get thirsty, they get mad. Oh, niggas is thirsty, but you really did it because you wanted that attention. You're just mad that you're not getting it from the person that you want to get it from.
Right.
So I'm 100% agree with you. I don't I don't care what anybody does. I personally am not for the BBLs, but I don't care what you do. Because what you do not affect
Yeah,
me.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, yeah, it's not my place to give a fuck. That's your body. You do what you do, but I'm not doing that shit.
So I do want to ask you, in terms of your content, going back to the content that you created, I seen a shift where at one point in time people were doing things like, oh, for 10.99 they go in there and you might subscribe and they doing all type of wild freaky shit, and then it switched to where people are now really just kind of selling people clips and making people subscribe to get the full-fledged video. And so it makes me wonder, when it comes to it, is the bulk of the money from private messages where individuals are paying for full-fledged videos or just monthly subscribers?
It's both.
Okay.
And then I feel like when shifts happen, it's more so like being in the content creation world, like all of us, so pretty much we just all do what works for us. So like if that means 1 month making it $15.99 to subscribe and then having people see actual full videos, and that's what it is. I've tried all different things. Anything that like works. I've even made my subscription free at one time, but then when you get in there, you would like see maybe like flight pictures that are like not too much for free, and then like other clips and stuff you would have to pay a small amount for. So I like doing that. And then so like how I have it now is just $5, and like then if you want like a full video, you'll DM me for it, and then like I'll charge you whatever it is. I've also noticed that like even though you might have like a video that's like all that, you're still not gonna price it at like hundreds of dollars per video or anything like that. Like you have to think a long term. So like you would rather a lot of people buy your video for a small amount versus a smaller amount of people buying your video for the large amount. So yeah.
No, I 100% agree with you on that. And I think that's where a lot of people that go into any type of content where you're charging somebody, they get this idea like you'll see they may see a celebrity, and celebrities can get away with a lot of different things because they already have an established brand. Um,
Right.
but the average person, like, you really can't expect to charge somebody 20.99 or whatever you're going to charge them, and then you got about 10 PG-13 videos on there, because as soon as they see that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm out. I'm not."
Right.
You're just gonna get the short term quick dollar, but it's not gonna be long term success. You're just cutting yourself short. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you're looking to do this for quite some time.
Right.
Okay, so I do have some other questions I did want to ask you. So you hate the making the content. That's your least favorite thing.
Yeah, that's my least favorite.
And so when it comes to promotion, I know you said that you do it on like Twitter, Facebook, social media and things like that. Have you ever tried like some of the adult websites like Pornhub?
No.
Because I was telling this chick a long time ago, because she, like I said, she wanted to do adult content. She did make adult content, and I was telling her like, yo, you know what you should do, and I'm not telling you to do it, but where I've seen people do is put 20, 15 a minute clip on Pornhub. If you want the full video, you got to go subscribe to my OnlyFans promo. It's like a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I was just curious about that. If you tried.
I honestly never really thought about that, just because of how I feel about the whole porn thing. Like I don't. want people who can't pay to see me to see me.
That's
Even though like I have my Twitter, but it's like even then like people don't subscribe. I mean, people don't follow my Twitter just because I'd be like follow my Twitter, but I'd be trying to get them to. You know what I mean?
no, I understand. So how do you think you're going to pivot out of it? Because you seem like you just dread this shit. You don't even seem like you really like to talk about it too much, to be honest with you.
Mm, I just talked about it with you this whole time.
Well, you did, but I can tell, like, I could tell a part of you is like, oh man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care for this shit. I want to do brand. I want to have my brand, and I don't want to be really affiliated with this. But I'm doing it for the time being because I need to get to where I want to go. That's the vibe I get.
I wouldn't say it's that harsh.
Okay.
No, it's just that's just how I feel.
So my suggestion is, when you on some of these other platforms outside of it, maybe you should start experiment with something because you know how to fucking market, and that's the key ingredient. And I think a lot of people don't aren't successful in a lot of things because a lot of people drop the ball when it comes to marketing. For example, I know someone that did music and he had a lot of money and he was dropping music videos, paying thousands of dollars for music videos, but then he wasn't really putting no money behind marketing. He wasn't really doing a good job of marketing himself. He was doing a decent job, but he wasn't going hard on marketing. You got the look, continue to have the look, sell the image.
Yeah.
On that adult content, sell that type of imagery, but on the other contents and platforms, sell the image because you got what it takes. I like I said, I don't honestly think people are coming to your page because you're doing the craziest things because you're really not, to be honest with you.
I'm not.
Exactly. So I think it's the image that people are coming for.
Yeah, that could be true. I never thought about that.
Well, it is true because if you weren't the attractive individual, they not coming to your page like that. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work like that. The less attractive you are, the more you got to do the wildest shit.
Well, somebody told me that it doesn't matter what you look like. Niggas don't want to see that. They just want to see what you can do.
That's partially true, but that's partially not true because if you got five women lined up on the internet and they're all making content, you're going to go with the one that has the better looking features, whether that's their face or the body, over the person that does not. And if you're going to go to the person that does not, is because they're doing the wilder content out of the group of individuals. Looks tend to dominate over everything.
That's what I think.
That's the truth. The same thing with BBLs, as we discussed about BBLs. Everybody's getting BBLs, and one thing I say is, okay, so everybody's getting a BBL, but so now you know what happens. You're no longer special because everybody else got it. So now it goes back to your looks. Niggas is still going to say, oh yeah, she got a fat ass, but she's whack though. I'd rather take the other chick that look better with the fat ass. You're still going. It goes back to ground zero.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so I think that's what your strong suit is. I think people are like, oh man, she look good. Let me go see what she got. I mean, because it becomes fantasy, and that's what you're actually selling people. It's a
Right. A
fantasy.
fantasy. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Hey, I'm agree. I'm not disagreeing. That's what people want, and that's why it works for even though we agreed and said that celebrities are taking advantage of it, that's why it works for them because they're a fantasy, the
Right.
ultimate fantasy for somebody. Like Bad Baby, she's whack. Like I think that's her name, right? Um,
Yeah.
she's whack. She ain't got nothing special for her, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But she dropped and made $1 million. They said in one day.
Mhm.
For all the perverted niggas, I was like, yo, she's 17. I can't wait to see her when she turned 18.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so I know I asked you before, but I don't think you answered the question. Do you have a talent? Yes, you
No,
do. Yes, you do.
no, I don't.
Everybody's blessed with something, and it's not just
No,
looks.
they're not.
You don't think so?
No, like, and I think that's a part of the reason why I don't have a career right now because I don't know what I want to do. Like, I have options, but There's nothing that I've ever necessarily been like good at or like had a passion for necessarily. I just like being me. I guess.
Understandable. So let me ask you, you being you, are you happy and satisfied? Take the money away. I don't care about the money overall
Like with myself.
with life.
Mm, it's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, like I don't care for it.
Oh shit. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. And I say that, huh?
I'm cracking up.
Oh.
I don't think it's that deep.
Oh well, I'm a deep individual, so I listen to things people say and the way people act, and I can get an idea of how they're feeling. And that's why I asked you how you feel about life.
Mm, right now, it's ghetto because I hate like paying bills and shit.
Oh God.
But like I feel like whenever I get to where I'm going, like I'll be more satisfied.
Well, I hope that you continue to stay consistent, and I don't care about the content that you create now, what any content that you decide you want to go forward with. I, I
Right.
I pray that you stay consistent because honestly, I think even though you may have stumbled onto this opportunity, I think that it opened the door and opened your mind up to things that you are capable of doing as far as like marketing and selling your brand. And I think if you stay consistent and you really find out what the people want from you. Of course, you got the pervs that just want to get off. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you find out the real reason why people keep coming to you, then I think that's when you're going to be able to go to whatever level that you want to go into life. And I think it's deeper than just
Maybe I'm just interesting.
maybe that's the case. So
Like I don't know.
show us why you're so interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
Look. You just don't seem like you too motivated for it.
Um, too motivated for what?
Um, uh, Brandon, like I'm not even talking about OnlyFans. It's content creation as a whole. You just like yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to act.
Well, I mean, you're not. I'm not asking you to be ecstatic enough like that, but you give me the vibe. You're like, yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's giving you that vibe, but I don't know.
Well, so I would say for anybody that's interested in doing that particular type of content, what would be some advice you'll give to them besides
Mm,
besides staying consistent? Because you did say that a couple of times.
you have to have tough skin because not everybody's gonna agree. Um, I'll say that. You have to be you have to be aware. Um, that just like pretty much means like be aware where your content's going. Like, I'll say like people in your DM too because nowadays people are getting killed for like rejection. So yeah, be aware of who's subscribing to you, what certain things that they're saying to you. There's a very thin line. I'll say that. I don't really know
Well,
because
that
it's like different stuff works for different people. So you can't look at another content creator who makes way different content than you or more content than you and be like, why or whatever the case may be. Like And then like you could ask that person for the recipe, but it's not gonna taste the same because that's what works for them. So
So you brought up something that I didn't even touch on, and I think is very important as well. When you mentioned that be cautious of like the weirdos. It's a lot of people that's doing like human trafficking, organ trafficking, raping, murder,
exactly.
and stuff like that. Have you had any weird incidents where maybe someone may have saw you in public and they stalking you and doing all type of weird shit?
No, but I will say, the attention gets annoying. Like sometimes I be wishing, like I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes I be wishing I could just be ugly for a day. It's like, damn, I walk out the fucking house looking like anything, and it's just like I'm still gonna get that attention, like no matter what. Like they can be complete strangers to me. They don't even know like what I do. I feel like with doing it and like going out and stuff, like everybody does not want the best for you,
Mm-hmm.
and there's gonna be a man or a woman who is gonna be pissed, and it's like it gets risky. Um, you just never know who really has good intentions for you or who doesn't. You kind of have to take a risk and figure it out. But I haven't had anything really too crazy happen to me. Just boys are weird. I'll just put it like that.
Dudes are weird. I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear a lot of guys be like sending unsolicited dick pics and vids to people and
Right.
stuff like
That's
that.
like, yeah.
And yeah, that's borderline rapist vibes to me. But yeah, I agree. It is a little crazy out here these days. What I was gonna ask you, I had something that did pop in my mind. So for an individual like you, doing content, do you feel like it becomes difficult to be in a serious relationship with somebody?
Yeah. That's a great question. That took a lot of trial and error. Not a lot, but like a little. Um, there is no love life whenever you're doing this type of line of work because there just isn't. But honestly, to be honest with you, like before I started this, I was already single for like years. Like I would talk to guys, like have those talking stages, but that's all it ever got to. Never like an actual relationship. I think I've been in one real relationship since I've started, and it's just not worth it. Like I can't really do, it just always becomes a problem. Like even meeting a guy who's like, hey, like I'm cool with that, or we can make content together, whatever the case may be. It's just like, yeah, it sounds good, but down the line, there's always gonna be an issue that pops up. Niggas are very insecure. Some, not all, but there's just always something different that could arise. Um, and then also, you don't really know who's genuine. Once again, like that's really a hard gamble. Like you really do not know who's for you or who's for that other person. So it's pretty tough, and I don't like mixing, and I've had to learn that, because there has been guys that like I've liked, but I don't know if you really like me. So no, I really can't do that to myself. So that's just personally how I feel. Unless you're like a married couple, like there's all different categories of OnlyFans, like different people offering different stuff. So it's like it really depends on your situation personally. But for me, that's just what I stand on. Like I just really can't do both.
Understandable.
Like,
So right now you single and you're not looking, pretty much.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely not looking. Yes,
So you achieve whatever goals you set for yourself.
pretty much. Yeah. I don't really have a time limit on it. Like if it happens, it happens. Here's my thing. I would rather a guy approach me on some me shit versus through social media where you know what I do. You know what I mean? Like I would just rather it be somebody who's like a complete stranger. Like,
Well, I understand that. I understand that. Um, I understand that. And have you? And well, you haven't really dated anybody. You feel like some dudes may try to approach you for an opportunity, thinking you get an X amount of money, and they're trying to have a come up. You think that type of shit be going down? Cause niggas is groupies. Like I'm gonna be real with you, yo. Men are groupies.
they are. I'll say like they've tried, I guess. A lot of people will come to me and be like, "Oh, I want to make content," not knowing that first of all, you're so beneath me. You could never make content with me. So it's like there's that. Um, but not even just that, just like they're not aware that like they're sitting over here telling me they want to make content, but really I know you want to fuck me. Like, let's just call it for what it is. But you're trying to put content on it or collab on it to make it seem like it's something that's beneficial to me, and it's just really not. So, I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, niggas will try to find a way into
They will.
the.
They are very creative. They are very creative. Literally, they really are. And it's just, it's up to me. I feel like I'm just in that stage of my life where, like, I'm starting to realize and learn more things and know my worth more and just know what I'm going to deal with and not deal with. So it's like, that's definitely why I'm not looking because I'm just at this point over it. But, niggas are funny. They're funny as hell. They really are.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. I'm a nigga too. I don't always conduct myself like everybody else, but I'm a nigga too, so I understand.
Yep. At the end of the day, y'all just are what y'all are. And I just can't.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you come across that, but it's good that you've come across things like that because that's how you learn and
Yeah,
you
I'm
grow.
grateful. Like I've learned to take accountability also. Like a lot of the shit had a lot to do with me, like for keep going back or for making it seem like it was okay, whatever the case may be. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you've learned and you're growing from everything. And again, like I said, me personally, I do hope that you achieve the goals that you're looking for. Shit, maybe you'll get popping enough that you can just transition into something uh, on social media in some type of form of entertainment. Um,
Right.
Again, I don't know your personality. This is the first time I've ever spoken to you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know your personality. But if you're a dope individual, would love to see your personality on social media outside of Twitter because I get on Twitter, but I can't get on Twitter without seeing some crazy shit. So I tend to deactivate and activate.
Right.
But
Yeah.
so I would love to see your personality and see where you're gonna take yourself as far as your entertainment so that you can live the lifestyle that you want. I think, like I said, I think you got the tools. I think you got the mindset. I think you got the image. Um, it's just about the transition and strengthening your brand. You know what I'm saying? If your image is, and even though you hate it, it's a catch 22 because you hate that niggas outside just what's up, what's up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the same time, if this is what's drawing the people in, you are utilizing it to your benefit at the present moment. But if you utilize it a different way, it may take a little bit longer because sex stuff sells, and violence sell. It may take a little bit longer, but I think that you can eventually, get on top of that ranking system because you got the natural tools that God gave you to make it happen.
Right.
So. But I'm not going to keep you. I usually do a podcast for about an hour. Unless there's something else that you want to discuss, is something else, personal, something you want to get off your chest, anything you want to talk about. Because, like I said, when it came to the category, I always was curious about the OnlyFans things and if people are really making money, if it is what people think it is. Because I think for most people, it's not. Um, so I was curious about that. But if you ever want to chat about anything, I talk about anything. We can talk about fucking aliens. We can talk about fucking history. I'm into a lot of different shit, and I know a lot of different shit. Trust me. So it doesn't always have to be that. Could be about your life or whatever the case may be. You don't even got to do the podcast again, but just in general, I'm here to support you and things like that. And like I said, the thing that really got me is, yeah, you're beautiful, but I also looked at I was looking at your shit, and I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker is like, I'm seeing her shit growing, so she's really climbing. So you're doing something right, even if what you're doing is not what you like. You just got to take those tools and that talent and shift it to something that you really do like doing.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Swear. I guess I'm gonna figure something out as far as that goes. It's definitely gonna. I gotta make some shit shake. I can't let all of this go in vain. Like that's how I feel. Meaning, like I didn't do this shit for no reason. So So I'm gonna have to come of it.
Have you ever gotten a manager that reach out to you? People that's trying to like real managers, not niggas that's just
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
not no real ones. My mom thinks that I should get one too, but I don't like. I don't really know where to look. I don't even have the funds to pay no fucking manager. Like, so I don't know about all that
Well, I don't know.
right now.
I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you have to pay a manager. Usually, managers usually take a percentage of whatever you make. So you may not necessarily have to pay someone to manage you. You just got to get your brand popping. And once your brand's popping enough, someone will come find you if they're legit. And the manager usually takes about 10 to
Right, that's
15.
what I figured, and I haven't had anybody reach out to me really trying to manage me. So yeah, I mean I do a pretty good job of managing myself.
You do. You do. You do.
Yeah, but I do want a manager though, just so that they can find those different opportunities for me. Like, yeah, I'm open to one, but like I want an actual one. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Keep doing what you're doing as far as just branding and stuff like that, and get your numbers up. And honestly, I don't know what your IG looks like. All the platforms are
I only
different.
have like almost 5,100. It's not a lot. And like when I do my Twitter posts, sometimes I'll put my IG there. So who follows me, and who don't. So
Okay, well, if you can get popping on there, I think you can get it popping on any platform. I just think it.
yeah, once I get it on IG, yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Where I'm working on it. I need to put more content on IG, like not content like OnlyFans, but content like I need more pictures, I need more reels, like stuff like that. So I'm
Yeah,
working on it.
yeah, yeah. Get you some professional photos too, man.
Yeah, everybody wants me to do a photo shoot. My friend was actually just talking to me about a photo shoot last night. So yeah, I think I need to do that for myself this year. I never took pictures before.
Yeah, well, go take you some pictures. I mean, if you taking your own photos on the internet, and they look nice, go to a professional. When people see your shit, they just gonna see professionalism. You know what I'm saying? And go from there. You look like you super short though.
I'm 5'6".
Oh, for real? You
Yeah,
look shorter than 5'6". I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm sitting down.
Well, I'm not talking about sitting down. I'm just like looking on the internet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why everybody says that. I think I'm 5'6".
Okay, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Well, so I'm not gonna keep you. Did you want to give your social media, Twitter, Instagram, whatever?
Oh yeah. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at moy.hermosa, which means very beautiful. So it's MUY.HERMOS, two A's. And my Twitter at Mia Moore Ari, so MIAMORARI. And yeah, wait, I think there's two I's. So yeah, and not my Facebook though, because yeah, that's personal.
Okay, 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 okay. I appreciate you coming on the podcast, and we'll chop it up.